Pearl, look at the way you're dressed, hair in your face and your life's a mess. Whisper sounds like a cigarette, but you swear you're comfortable where you're at. Pearl, you gotta pull yourself together, Pearl. Tomorrow's a brand new day. I'm sick of singing the blues. I'm sick of seeing you this way. Must have been something your mother never said. After all these years, you still keep it here. But what's that behind those baby blues? A little girl crying inside of you, Pearl. I believe I hear her singing, Pearl. Can she come out and play? I'm sick of singing the blues. I'm sick of seeing you. I'm sick of singing the blues, and I'm sick of seeing you this way. You screamed through your teenage years, beat your head against the wall, ran from all your hopes and fears. Pearl, well, you got a show for it all. I believe I hear you singing. Can you come out and play? I'm sick of singing the blues, and I'm sick of seeing you. I'm sick of singing the blues, and I'm sick of seeing you. Wrapped up in smiles and reason, moving to the beat of a different drum. I see your eyes and it's pleasing. So few miles, yet look how far you've come, Pearl. You gotta pull yourself together, Pearl. Tomorrow's a brand new day. I'm sick of singing the blues, and I'm sick of seeing you. I'm sick of singing the blues, and I'm sick of seeing you this way. Pearl, Pearl, you gotta find a reason to smile, girl. Thank you very much. This is a song about my front yard, and it goes like this. Outside my front yard, I got a plastic rooster and a Noah's Ark, camel bells from a foreign land, crystal ball on a terracotta stand, Jesus crosses hanging in the trees, Tibetan prayer flags blowing in the breeze. Rub my lucky yard gnome as you walk past, my concrete Buddha laughing in the grass. Wipe your feet before you step from your car, you're on hallowed ground, you're in my sacred yard. Holy water in the bird bath to wash your sins, now you're forgiven. Come on in. I got a silver star of David, a stained glass moon, sentimental objects hanging in my room. Everything is sacred, every breath of air. Be careful what you're thinking, every thought's a prayer. It's the ordinary people you talk to every day, incantations and prophecies from the mouths of babes. You can talk about the weather or the food you crave. It's the feelings you project, not the words you say. Wipe your feet before you step from your car, you're on hallowed ground, you're in my sacred yard. Holy water in the bird bath to wash your sins, now you're forgiven. Come on in. If you're searching for happiness, try not to look so hard. Take you a lawn chair, go out in your yard, stare straight up at the sky so blue. Yeah, God's in heaven, but heaven's in you. Wipe your feet before you step from your car, you're on hallowed ground, you're in my sacred yard. Holy water in the bird bath to wash your sins, now you're forgiven. And I'm forgiven, well, we're all forgiven. Come on in, come on in. Howdy, St. Pete. Wipe your feet. Thank you very much. This is, I do songwriting residencies as well, songwriting workshops. We can come to your event and play music, or we can do workshops as well. Owen does workshops on the bass, on being a backup performer. That's pretty much the workshop right there. You just agree with the other guy.
Follow the fearless leader.
This is a song that come out of one of those workshops. I was working with some teenage mothers over in Pikeville. And we wrote these really sad verses. We were talking about how, I don't know if you ever heard that saying about the blues is just a good man feeling bad or whatever. Sometimes when you go down there in music or in art, it can make you feel better. So we were writing these really sad verses, and they were talking about the hardest part of being a teenage mother was being alone a lot, which I informed them that's pretty much life. But so the verses were really sad, and then they were like, but it's too sad. And I said, well, that's the magic part. Now we get to do the magic. We get to write a chorus and get people, lift people up, and that's the fun part. And then I went off on this whole thing about how words are magic, and that they've proven now that when you read something to yourself, it goes to one part of your brain, but if you read it out loud, it goes to another part of your brain because your brain hears you. I think I made that up, but I may have read that in like Smithsonian or something. I'm not sure, but it worked. And so we got this magic chorus that if you sing along with, you should receive a healing. Or that's what I'm told. Trust me. Pretty Polly felt so all alone. She sang herself a sad song. She had no husband or no family, so she hang herself in her pity tree. You're not so alone. You're not really that different. Everybody needs someone to hold. Their heart, their pain, their forgiveness. That's the magic chorus. Well, it's not really magic unless you sing it, though. You gotta sing it out loud, though, remember? She filled herself with lots of things, but inside she felt so empty. She had booze and pills and sweets and dreams. Every night she cried herself to sleep. That's sad. Come on, y'all. You're not so alone. You're not really that different. Everybody needs someone to hold. Their heart, their pain, their forgiveness. Over on the other side of town, in a window with no curtains, sat a lonely boy, nay, a clown. He could not hide his hurting. That's even sadder than the first one. Just the men. You're not so alone. You're not really that different. Everybody needs someone to hold. Their heart, their pain, their forgiveness. The place he lived, he paid no rent. The building was abandoned, just like him. And the way he fell that night, she left him standing. That's probably the saddest one. If you want to feel this healing, you got to sing out loud, though. Here we go. You're not so alone. You're not really that different. Everybody needs someone to hold. Their heart, their pain, their forgiveness. Oh, I forgot to tell you, if you want to get the double whammy healing, you got to look at somebody else and sing this out. Here we go. You're not so alone. You're not really that different. Everybody needs someone to hold. Their heart, their pain, their forgiveness. Everybody needs someone to hold. Their heart, their pain, their forgiveness. Did y'all feel that? Thank you very much. We'll do one more song and we'll move on. We'd love to come to your venue. Library, Coliseum, plumbers conventions, we play it all. Can you see a bunch of plumbers holding hands singing that song? It's a crazy world we live in. Bad news all around. Brothers and sisters, if we're gonna make a difference, we're gonna have to stand our ground. Be a drop in the bucket and a bucket in the pond. And the pond fills the river and the river rushes on. And the river swells the river till the power can't be stopped. What becomes a mighty ocean started as a drop. Down in Alabama, a lady boarded a bus. The driver said, "You're black, you gotta sit in the back." Rosa said, "I've had enough." Yeah, she was a drop in the bucket and a bucket in the pond. And the pond fills the river and the river rushes on. Hell, the river swells the river till the power can't be stopped. What becomes a mighty ocean started as a drop. Great Britain ruled over India, made them slaves to the goods they bought, till Gandhi took his people to the ocean. He said, "Look, free salt." He was a drop in the bucket and a bucket in the pond. And the pond fills the river and the river rushes on. Till the river swells the river till the power can't be stopped. What becomes a mighty ocean started as a drop. In the alleys of Calcutta, Mother Teresa lived her life. She did much more than feed the poor. She taught us how to shine our light. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, yeah. This little light of mine. Let's shine, y'all. I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. 'Cause we're a drop in the bucket and a bucket in the pond. And the pond fills the river and the river rushes on. And the river swells the river till the power can't be stopped. What becomes a mighty ocean started as a drop. Thank y'all very much.
Thank you.
Strolling around.